Hey y'all, welcome to my channel. This is Straight Facts Commentary where I give you my unpopular opinions in everything pop culture. So please stick around and subscribe for more. Alright y'all, I am back again with another video and there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot going on and I have some thoughts. I have a lot to say, okay? But before we get into that, for you guys who are new to my channel, please subscribe. You're not gonna sit up here and watch this whole long ass video and not subscribe, bitch. So do that. Thank you. Appreciate you. So I have a lot to say because there's a lot going on. Y'all, I'm sure some of y'all at this point have seen the tweets, or maybe not, because it just happened not that long ago. But I know probably some of y'all have seen the tweets that Cardi B posted and deleted, right? Also, she was on Station Head and she was showing like snippets of her upcoming music. I'm sure some of y'all have seen the fan tweets and the stan tweets and stuff like that. Whew! I I have a lot to say, okay? So I'm gonna show all that stuff and we're gonna talk about it because Cardi B is, and I love her. 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 I love her, right? I'm actually a fan of Cardi B, okay? But it's just too much. There's just so much going on, and it's like exhausting watching and keeping up with Cardi B sometimes as a fan because it's like, girl, what are you doing? Like, what is happening? Like, I feel like Cardi B is really not content right now. Like, she's not content right now. I don't think Cardi B is happy. Okay, I don't get a genuine sense of happiness from her, and I haven't for a long time. I don't know when I have perceived Cardi B to be genuinely happy, but it's been like a long time that I have perceived that she's been genuinely happy and satisfied in her life, because the things that she's doing and saying and stuff like that are not the signs of somebody who's really happy, who's really in a good place, who's really kind of like, just, I don't know, she's just not, she's acting, very like irrationally, and she's clearly going through some stuff. And being in the industry, of course, isn't going to help that, because I'm sure it's very stressful, being at her position and having these expectations on her from fans and her label. And I'm sure she's stressed the fuck out, right? But it's very obvious because of how she's behaving right now. And it's very off putting and it's very concerning, a lot of the shit that's going down, right? So, just to give some context for the first part of what I'm about to hop into, she was on Station Head and she was letting the fans preview, listen to some snippets of, I guess, upcoming music that she's wanting to put out, right? So originally this started off with her fans. I don't think originally this started off from the Barbs. Originally, I believe this started with the fans. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let you guys listen to the little snips of like the Station Head part, and we're gonna get into what I think of the snippets, because I'm always gonna sit up here and tell y'all how I feel about the music, right? Because that's the most important thing to me for Cardi B as an artist. I care more about Cardi B as an artist and her music than any of this other shit, right? So I'm gonna let y'all know how I feel about the snippets, and then we can get into the drama that came from there, okay?
Cardi baby, this the big one. Bitches mad at me and I ain't even did none. Hey, wait until I do my big one. If you see me with my bitch, that ain't my friend, we like siblings. Every outfit is bananas, I'm a pillin'. Tell me what's it giving? Bitches thought they ate, it wasn't hitting shit. Am I getting bigger, am I tripping? They heard that I used to drug niggas, but I drag bitches into it with some street niggas. Not no rap bitches.
Oh,
I'll do a little bit. Let me do a little bit of the second verse. Wait, let me see. Now I see bitches that don't like me, chilling with them bitches that don't like me. Fuck party should invite me. Pepto, I'm talking spicy. Get a bitch next to spice. Got them going out their way. I'm like posted up with bae shit.
hey!
Guys, oh my god. guys, these snippets are crazy in the worst way possible. And I'm sorry, like, but that's the thing. Like, as a fan of Cardi B, it's like, does she want us to be lying to her? Because I don't think the Barbs were the main ones who were talking like bad about the songs. I think it was her fans. She literally said, I heard that I used to drug niggas, but I drag bitches. Like, I that wasn't a good bar. It wasn't. And it's kind of weird to put that controversy in your music, being that people still talk about that to this day. It's like, I wouldn't put that in there. I didn't like anything about like not the samples, I'm sorry. I didn't like anything about the snippets. I didn't like the beats. I didn't like the wordplay or the words she was using. I didn't like the flow. I didn't like anything. Like, and I think she played a couple of different songs, or maybe just one or two songs, right? I was listening to them like, nothing is hitting about these. Nothing is hitting about these. And I know she's probably very frustrated and she's probably very annoyed because at the end of the day, she's working and she's putting out music, right? And clearly the reception isn't there for the records. And that's probably frustrating because she's doing the work and she's not seeing the reception that she wants to see from her fans, right? But it's like, as fans, what are we supposed to do? I'm not the type of fan that I'm gonna lie or pretend like I like something when I don't. I'm not gonna do that. I mean, yeah, it would be easier on Cardi and, make her probably feel better if we pretended to like it. But, I'm not gonna be mad at the fans who basically were saying, this isn't really it. You know what I'm saying? But like from the station head clips, it looks like everybody was hyping up the record. So I don't know at what point it turned into, people bashing the songs. But that was supposedly the beginning of the drama, right? Cardi was saying in the tweets that it wasn't about people disliking the music. And I definitely think it was primarily about people not resonating with the music, and she was getting frustrated because people were saying that they weren't messing with it. Not saying stands or stan pages weren't bothering her too, but I feel like it was mostly the reception of the music that made her kind of lash out. The reason I say that is because the tweets that followed had to do with her trying to say she was going to quit music and she wasn't releasing any music and that there wasn't an album. So if she wasn't upset about the reception of the music, she wouldn't have come out and said that. Does that make sense? So that's why I was like, no, it's about the music. She's upset about the music, obviously, right? So I'm going to get into some social media posts and everything like that. So basically, we have someone here. Everybody is not going to like your music. Your fans will be tough on you because they want the best for you. They don't want to see you fail. But Cardi B, your music hasn't hit in years. You're no longer in your prime. You got to have real skill. You got to work for that. It's not going to be easy. Cardi says, F not liking the song is a reason why it's a scrap, but nah, it's calling me lazy and saying I'm over, criticizing all my moves. So let me guess, I should be fine with that. Mind you, there's a reason why I only came at that page. It's not about being attacked, and it's funny because it was you who told me to unblock that page. It's a nasty constant remarks every single effing day. How you feel when they talk about you're a weak ass soft soldier. So I'm assuming she meant to say people. I don't know. So people can strip me down, but that's fine, right? She's responding to the tweet situation of the person she allegedly told to KILL themselves. And I do have that post here as well by the Neighborhood Talk. The person says, Cardi the only Mexican I know who don't work hard. And she said, I hope you and your mom DIE. Which that person is obviously a troll who is being rude, right? But I think this type of response is brash, and Cardi has a tendency of responding very harshly and brashly. And pages like this could either be ignored or responded to in a similar way, but not by saying that, you hope harm comes on to someone. Like, I think if you're telling people to DIE, to off themselves and stuff like that, you aren't in a good place mentally. Because if you're in a good place mentally, you're not going to say things like that. Or if you're just in a good headspace, you're not even going to take it that far. You're either going to ignore the person because you don't really care what they have to say, or you'll respond in a way that's not the same way because you're not going to go to that type of low, you know? This person says, keep wishing D on people and watch how it come back to you. She says, I don't give a fuck. Fuck y'all. Y'all can call me a Mexican and bring me down, hurt my feelings, talk shit about everything. This is why I don't release music. Now, again, I can understand the pressure that Cardi B more than likely feels because, like I told you guys, Cardi B is not confident in the music that she's put out. She's not confident in the music that she has that's unreleased. She's talked about this in interviews. She's brought this up before. This is nothing new. She is not confident about any work thus far. And I think that's why she's so sensitive when fans or non-fans or whoever, the general public, has something to say about her music. Because at the end of the day, she's not confident in the music. And to get that confirmation that other people don't like it probably bothers her because she probably doesn't know what to do. She probably doesn't feel like she can make anything better at this point. So I think when she hears criticism, she gets discouraged. I don't think Cardi B is confident in her work as an artist. So she had this post and delete. There is no album, or there's no album, right? I don't believe that that's true. I believe there is going to be an album. I believe there are going to be more singles to come. But I think she's saying this out of frustration because of the reception that she's gotten towards the music. Yeah, I definitely think there's going to be an album. Cardi B has to put out an album at some point. She's contractually obligated by her label to continue to put out music. So I definitely think there's going to be an album. Is there possibly going to be a delay or possibly getting shelved as far as her album? When she writes things like this puts up more speculation of her being shelved. Either being shelved or, she has to keep pushing it back because clearly the music that she's previewing and showing isn't ready. And some people are saying, oh, they're just scrapped records. But still, even for scrapped records, she's still pretty upset about the reception, hence her reaction. She's claiming that it's not about that, but she's definitely upset because she wouldn't have made the remarks about the music if she wasn't. And it's like, you can't be upset at your fans or even the general public for not liking the music because at the end of the day, they're the consumers of the music and the consumers have to enjoy it in order to buy it. So let's get into some tweets from people regarding the music thing. The real story of the matter is she doesn't want to do music anymore. Her mind is not in music anymore, and she has said it herself a lot of times. When your mind is not in something, it's impossible to give it your best. That person kind of ate. She doesn't want to because she doesn't have the push or the help to keep winning. See, when the kitchen gets hot, they want to run. Nah, you've been talking that big girl-ish for years, making others feel like shit. This is the time to show that you are the girl you claim to be. I feel like my IQ gets lower every time I try to read what she posts. That person meant thought. She thought the industry backing will always be behind her. Now she's facing the reality, and this is just the beginning. This is a mess. Y'all do know that she has diehard fans that will support her despite everything. Like, we aren't going anywhere. Saying she ain't hit is exactly why she made the post, because she's been working hard and busting her behind. But let y'all tell it she's lazy. Ugh, she should. I don't know what she was gonna say, child. I don't know why her fans keep asking her for music. She's not an artist. She's an influencer who has a personality and will prefer to get online telling y'all about her day or showing her house or paintings than release music or, God forbid, even write a rap verse without ghostwriters. The industry really thought that this ex-stripper was an artist and worthy enough to take Nicki Minaj out of the game. Millions were spent on this girl and it hasn't even been recouped. No wonder Kanye said that she thinks it's a blessing from the universe. It ain't no blessing. Jeez, y'all are kind of going in. This is too much. This is too much. Here's some responses to her music clips. Mother is coming. It's a no. She called the cops on Kenny though? Question mark. She's bragging about drugging men? Question mark. When trying to be like Nicki Minaj backfires. Only on here, it's okay to drug men for money. Oh Lord. I don't think she should release that song about that has the, D-wording men claims in it. Like, I don't think that would go over well. Someone said, this is so bad. One day we're going to be honest about this lady. She better keep party because the bar is so weak. It's giving 1, 2, 3 ABC. And what are you bragging about exactly? She wants some weak ass bars to hit so bad. As a fan, not a stan of Cardi, this ain't it. Come with something different. Come with something with more meat on it, because we have already heard this type of rap from her many times. Even though I highly doubt she will ever release a song, she typically doesn't drop snippets of official releases this way. Fire emojis. So as y'all can see, um, most of the stuff that I've been seeing online when I was looking at the situation have been people saying they don't like the music. There has been more people talking about their reaction to the music than I've seen people trolling Cardi B or just being mean to her for no reason. Like, I really don't think that's what this is about. I think this is about the reception of the music, whether they're fans, whether they're the general public, or whether they're the barbs. It's a reception of the music. And a good song can't be denied no matter who you are, right? I swear to y'all, I was looking all over the internet for like people who were just bashing Cardi B and calling her names and being mean to her, and there was nobody. There was hardly any of that. It was more so the reception to the music. And Cardi B was talking about that person who was calling her lazy, or people were calling her lazy. More people were saying they didn't like the music than people were saying anything about her being lazy, to be honest. It was just that one stan account that she responded to. And again, like I said, I don't think Cardi is in a good mental headspace, because she's probably scared as shit to keep dropping music, because she knows the reception for her music isn't the same. Obviously, the music isn't hitting the same as it used to back in 2017, 2018 days. It's not there anymore. Like, and I'm a fan. I'm not a barb. I'm not any of, but the snippets she's released, like 2 or 3 snippets I think recently. I did a video on the other one that she dropped. I did not like that shit at all. Then these 2 snippets, or a snippet that she just previewed, I did not like that at all. The bars were not good. The beat was not good. Her flow was not good. Her cadence was not, nothing about it was good to me, right? And at this point, I feel like Cardi B's feeling the pressure from her label to perform, the pressure from her label to put out a hit, because Cardi hasn't put out a hit recently. So I think she's just probably discouraged. Like, dang, I'm previewing music, the fans aren't liking it, whether it's a scrap or not. Are they gonna like my music? Any other music that I'm gonna preview, or the next single that I'm putting out? She's probably worried. And I would be too at this point, because what's going on? Like, the music is not musicking. And I don't know what's happening, because the music used to music. You know what I'm saying? It used to be really good. But something has drastically shifted in terms of like the quality of her sound has just gone down completely to me. In comparison, the hits, the fire record she was putting out in like 2017, 2018 to now. And you would think her quality of music would improve over the years, not decrease. So it's frustrating as a fan, but I know it's got to be frustrating for her too, because maybe she just doesn't know what to put out. And I think the expectation for her soon is going to be a solo record. Cardi B hasn't put out a solo record since Up, I think. Yeah, because Bongos was a feature with Megan Thee Stallion. And then Hot Shit was a feature with Kanye and Lil Durk. Cardi B hasn't put out a solo single since Up. That was like 2, 3 years ago. Oh, 3 years ago, I think. And I mean, from how she's acting, I don't think Cardi B has a solo single I don't think she has one. I don't think she has a solo single that's just gonna be like an Up moment, or that's gonna be a chart topper. She doesn't seem like she does, because if she did, she would have put it out already. It's been, X amount of years and X amount of drops later, and she still hasn't put out a single, like a solo single. So yeah, I think she's scared shitless, to be honest with you. I think she's just worried about her overall perception going forward into this new album. I think she needs to take some time and get off of social media, calibrate, recharge, reassess, go back to the drawing board for some of this music, but at the same time, get offline, stop looking at the reception of things and looking at stan culture online and stuff like that, and just she just needs to focus on her mental health and the music, and just leave everything else aside. I think going on the internet, going on Twitter, and going on these places is not really a good thing because everybody's always going to have something to say. And if you cannot handle that, then I think she should stay away from it, to be honest. You guys let me know what you think in terms of everything that's happened. It's really a hot mess. And what you think Cardi needs to do moving forward after all of this. And I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.